All right, welcome back to the Weekly Mash, where we are bringing magical mayhem, murderous mysteries, and mash-worthy author chats. Today we are taking you behind the walls of a dangerous magical school where ghosts haunt the halls, secrets cut deeper than spells, and rage is power.
I love that.
You're clapping again.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I get so excited.
Oh gosh. Okay, joining us today is the brilliant mind behind the North Tower and the Master's Trial, which is a dark fantasy series dripping with dark academia, paranormal intrigue, magical heists, and female fury. Please welcome. Today we have Michelle and Hagood. All right.
Hi.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me, you guys.
Of
Yay,
course,
so
thanks
excited.
for joining us. Did you want to introduce yourself and tell us just a little bit about your books, and then we'll jump into some fun questions.
I mean, you nailed it on the head. Like, I want to copy that whole segment that you just said. And
I'll
then
send
use
it
in
to
my
you.
Next pitch video. Like, thank you it was so concise and so nice.
Oh goodness, yeah, we do. So when we try to make the questions, well, at least when I do it, because we both do it occasionally. I'm looking at like the stuff that you filled out on the form. I'm looking at your website. I look at like the descriptions for your books on Amazon. All those things to try to put it all together. So I'm glad it worked.
I love the deep dive.
Sometimes it doesn't work because I do, to be completely honest, I do use AI to help me. And sometimes, even if I give it everything that I want it to have in there, it'll throw in some random stuff. And then the author's like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, oh no.
Okay, but let me reiterate a part. She does use AI to help her, but she puts the wording in there and she wants it more professional is what she does.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah. No, it's a dark fantasy, dark academia. There's a magic school. There's a murder mystery involving a ghost. There's a magic heist. Magic in this world is biological. So there's a separate organ that magic users have that non-magic users or regulars don't have. It's called a core. And based on your magic status, you can have more magic than another magic user. You can run out of magic. You can steal someone's magic. So with a higher magic level or magic status, the more magic you have, which means it like impacts the world. So our main character is a Royal 9. So when she feels strong emotions, the lights flicker, the temperature rises, and if she's not super careful, things get set on fire.
Oh,
my kind of gal.
Moving up my
mine too.
Yeah, moving up my TBR. I can.
Yeah.
I'm like visualizing my book.
Hold on.
Yes, for real. It sounds
my
so
master
good.
plan is working. Yes.
Oh goodness. Oh.
Okay. So let's get into some fun questions. Michelle, if you were tossed into your own book world as a first-year student at the magical school, what is one class you'd absolutely ace, and what is one that you'd probably get cursed in?
Oh, that's an awesome question. Accuracy distancing is one class that Charlie takes later in the series. And it's basically like what's the correct amount of magic to use for distance magic. And there's math involved, so I would totally suck at that. Math is not my strong suit, like at all. I would hope that I would do really well in creature studies. It's just like the deep dive into all of the cool magic creatures in the world, how to kill them, how to avoid them, how to like handle them if you ever come in contact with them. I love magic creatures, so I think I would just be like locked in and fascinated the entire time. But I was terrible in school. That's why I write books, is because I just daydream all the time. So I don't know if I would actually do super well.
But it's your world, so you can make it so that you are great at it.
Make it appeal to your strengths. There you go.
Love it.
Awesome. Magical creatures. I love magical creatures. I have Hedwig and Fox from Harry Potter, like, up on my shelf over here. They're so cute.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I can't wait to read about the ones that you have in your books.
Thank you. They're super terrifying.
Oh,
Yes.
awesomely so, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, so you've got ghosts, you have morally gray characters, murder, a magic heist. What was the spark that started this story? Was it a character, a mood board, a dream, or maybe a cursed library book?
Ooh, love that. I really started this book with a question. I really wanted to read a story where the main character is related to the bad guy. So Charlie, our main character, she's related to Lawrence, who is the antagonist of the whole trilogy. She's his daughter. So I wanted to see like what that would do mentally to somebody who's supposed to be the good guy, how that would affect their actions when they're given a hard situation. Is there knowing that there's evil in their bloodline? Does that influence how they act, or does it spur them to be on the better side of the line? So that was kind of the whole premise of it. And Charlie really didn't give me a choice not to write this book. I was actually 3 books into another series when she popped into my brain, and she would not leave me alone. And so I was like, I'll just write it, get it out of my head, and then I will go back to this other series that I'm 3 books into. And that was like 15 years ago. I did not go back at all. Charlie has dominated everything like she does in the whole series. So it was very on brand.
That's funny. I love it.
Cool.
So I literally say this in almost every podcast, but
yeah,
I could never be an author because number one, especially like a fantasy author, because I would want everybody to know my world, everybody to know about my characters before I started the book. I don't want to world build. I don't want to character build. Like, I just want to tell the story. But I think it'd be fun to, like, on the backside, like, sit down and, like, make my own little world.
mm-hmm.
But then I couldn't write the book because I wouldn't want people to know my world.
It definitely takes a lot of like asking yourself questions, or like as you're writing it to be like, why didn't I ask myself this sooner? Like now I have to go back and add it back in, which is like half of the fun, half of the drama of writing it. So it's definitely a double-edged sword of being like, I want to tell everybody about it, but also like if I have to talk about this, I think I will just like shed my skin and then like float away because like it never comes out the way that I want it to, and I'm like, just read it, just stop listening to me and just read the book.
So you guys heard her, just go read it.
Yes,
you don't have to listen to the rest of the episode, just go read it.
Go read it.
Because my foot permanently lives in my mouth, and so I'm just like, just ignore me. The book is better than what I'm saying it is. Just go for it.
That's how it be.
Oh, God.
Okay, let's talk about female raged. We loved this thread in the dark fantasy. What does rage look like in your protagonist? Oh my gosh, Charlie, and how did you channel her in that journey?
How it manifests in Charlie is I did mention she's a Royal 9, so the magic world, magic statuses are categorized on a tier system of 1 to 10, and so 10 is obviously the most popular, like the most powerful, and then a deficient 1 means like you have magic but you can't do a ton of it. So for a Royal 9, she has a lot of magic to play with and manipulate the world with, but it also means that it's very near to the surface, and so when she has a very large mood swing or she's very angry at something, which in her world, there's a lot of things to be angry at. The world kind of reacts to her, and so there's quite a bit of fire. What I love about characters who have a lot of magic is you can actually feel it under their skin. So royals, like their touch burns you, and so if you're having a lot of emotions and you grab somebody, it's very painful. And so Charlie uses that to her advantage, and Charlie has a quite a hard upbringing, and so she's constantly trying to run from things and just try to survive and the world around her isn't allowing her to do that. So for her to like be pressing up against those barriers is a lot of rage. And then the second book is probably the pinnacle. It's where she just stops trying to be like, well, I'm the one that's limiting myself, and I have all of this magic. Let's see what it can do. And if you're in my way, well, sucks to suck. Step aside.
Don't know what to tell you.
It's really fun to see with all of her power and magic, like her actually stepping into it. So the first book, she like dabbles a little bit and is unsure of what she can actually do. And the second one, she's like, the gloves are coming off. Let's actually find my limitations, what I have versus what other people are telling me it is.
So cool.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I'm so intrigued. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
Hold on,
and then the
Miranda.
third book, it's just bananas,
We gotta add this.
Yeah.
Quicker.
I feel like this could be a spinner wheel pick, like if we get fantasy or something that's going to be on the top for our regular episodes.
Yay!
Yeah, so
I'm
cool.
super biased. I think it's a really fun book.
So, no, it sounds like amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
We are going to do a master's trial. We're going to put you through a mini trial of your own, but we're just going to do 2 trials. So trial 1 is Found Family Fiasco. So if your main cast had to go on a chaotic road trip together, we have a list of who would be what. So our first one is, who's driving the getaway car?
Blake.
Okay. Who's controlling the playlist?
Ace.
Who's getting them all arrested?
Nyron.
And then who is secretly calling their mom from the backseat?
Cornelia.
Okay, trial 2 is author confessional.
Ooh.
Without spoilers, what was the most unhinged scene to write about in the master's trial? Bonus points if it made you laugh, cry, or worry about the Google search history.
Okay, most unhinged. There's 3 trials in the master's trial, and the third one, how do I say this without spoiling it? This is like a test of like words. Charlie reacts to a certain character and neutralizes him in a fairly grotesque way.
Yes.
I don't know what else I can say without spoiling it, so we'll leave it there. I did have one scene that I wrote with all of the lights out at like 2 a.m. And like no music, total silence. And afterwards I was like, go me, that was awesome. And then I closed my laptop and I was like, oh, now I have to live with all of what is just in my brain, and now I can't sleep. I'm scared.
Oh gosh.
This was a bad thing. I did not sleep that night.
It's like you close the laptop and you're like, what am I doing?
Well,
yeah, I'm the architect of my own nightmares. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's fine.
Deal.
Okay, note to self, do not read this book in bed at night. Okay, sounds good.
Or do, depending on what your vibe is.
True, okay.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, your books live in the moody aesthetic. We have rich world of dark academia. What are your dark academia essentials? So can you give us your dream setting, like the weather, the playlist, the drink, the outfit? What would it look like for you?
Drink has to be a hot cup of tea. Playlist, any, like maybe Tortured Poets Department, and the anthology, both of those albums. Outfit, are these my personal outfits or like Charlie's personal outfits?
However you want to do it.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
we're
Charlie
doing mine
is
currently.
an extension of you in some way.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. Well, Charlie would do hot chocolate, and then music, anything that makes her feel like pumped up to hit something. She's really not an aggressive person unless provoked. I just need to say that. Outfit, Charlie has a light blue hoodie. So yeah, I would say something like a comfy pair of jeans and like a good hoodie. Because if you're in a creepy academia setting, you need something comfortable to like swaddle you. And then you said what was the last one or the first one?
Weather.
Weather. Oh, it has to be like rainy, foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The creepy.
Has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where the fog rolls in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Okay. Enemies to lovers, slow burn, trials of power. Do you plot everything out or let the chaos unfold naturally?
It depends on the book. With the Master's Trial, I knew what character growth I wanted my characters to have, and then the trial like created itself to help Charlie go through that character arc, which usually the plot comes 1st. So that was kind of a unique way to write that one. It was kind of fun to do it that way. I hadn't written a book in that manner before. And then the slow burn in this series, I actually wanted I had planned for Charlie to end up with somebody else. And then the moment this, her love interest popped up on the screen, he was like, absolutely not. I will be taking it from here, ma'am. And, like their romance kind of bloomed out of just like their interactions. So I didn't, every time I tried to force a moment from them, it really didn't like sit well, and so I just finally stepped back and was like, whenever you guys want to have a moment, I'll allow it. And that's why it's a slow burn.
Well, we were waiting on the characters, not the author, so
yes, exactly. Because if it was my way, like after like beginning of book 2, we would have some more sparks, but we had a lot of emotions to go through first before they're able to reconcile and have feelings.
I'm just like,
it's enemy with a capital E, enemies to lovers.
What did I have on my list to read next? Because I feel like it's going to get bumped. Okay.
It'll be on Goodreads here next, like reading this.
Right? Yeah, watch out for that because it's probably going to be there. Okay. If Charlie, your main character, could step into any other fantasy world for a crossover, where would she thrive and where would she probably burn it all down?
Oh, dude, that's such a good question. Okay, I'm looking at all of my books. I think Charlie would really thrive in Fourth Wing at the War College because she'd be like, gloves come off, let's go. Like, everybody's aggressive. I can just like sink into this little evil part of me. One that she would burn it down. Now I can't even remember any book I've ever read ever.
Don't you love how that happens?
My brain has emptied. I feel like Percy Jackson. I feel like if she was in the world of Percy Jackson and the gods were being themselves, she'd be like, absolutely not.
Yes.
Good answer. Love that.
I love Percy Jackson.
Me too.
Okay. So what can readers expect next in the series? Is there more to come?
Yes, book 3 is coming out next year. It's with an editor right now, so it's getting polished and making it make sense to other people instead of just me. So book 3 will wrap up the trilogy, and that book, I'm actually in the middle of writing like what the back cover blurb will be, and so I'm like, what can I say? Because I can't mention all of these things, or else it's like huge spoilers. And then, but when I take those things out, I'm like, I don't know what to say. So I'm still working on it, but book 3 is right around the corner.
Nice. Awesome. And we'll be sure to make sure. Oh my gosh. We would love to advertise when you start getting like cover reveals and blurbs and things out. If you send them our way, we would love to put them on our socials for you. That would be amazing.
Thank you. I'm actually going to do a book 3 title scavenger hunt.
Oh, so cool.
Because the title of book 3 is in the first and second book. You just don't know what it is. And so I have a whole scavenger hunt planned. I just don't know when to post it.
Well,
So
it's like
I have it
H.D.
all.
Carlton. I don't know if you follow her, but she's releasing a new book here shortly. And I'm in like the Stalkers of H.D. Carlton Facebook group. And this woman is trying to drive everybody mad. She releases puzzle pieces in her newsletter. And like,
Oh, cool.
it's cool, but oh my gosh. It's like, it makes my brain hurt.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
you
like, there's
want the
people posting-
reaction. That's the best part, is getting the reaction, because it's building the hype. Like, that's what
Yes.
But
that's
she
what you
only
want.
releases like 1 to 2 puzzle pieces like a week.
Smart.
Oh, wow. See, when Taylor Swift drops Easter eggs, I'm like, I'm going to let the smarter Swifties figure it out, and then I'm going to go read the answer in the comments, because I don't do riddles.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, you guys have fun photoshopping all those puzzle pieces. I have more important things to do.
Yep, you go count the holes in the fence.
Yep.
I will just wait for the actual release date.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So, for those of you that are just discovering your work, what is one reason the North Tower and the Master's Trial deserve a spot at the top of their TBR tower?
Ooh. I think if you grew up reading books with magic in it, like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Chronicles of Narnia, anything like those, but now you're older, and you want something with magic, but not something that is super nostalgic. I think the Royal Trilogy has a great magic system that fills that need, and but it's a new world to discover with magic. And I'm like, again, I'm so I'm so biased. I love these characters. I love the character arcs that they go through. You have Charlie, who is so unsure and insecure and just doesn't know what her place in the world is. All she wants to do is run and find a place where she belongs. And then in this magic world where not only does she belong, but she has something that's really special. And then for her to find her people, and to find her people and people she didn't think would be like the best ones, are the ones who make her the strongest and really bring her out of her shell and into herself. And then Michael Kale, he's my homeboy. I love his character arc. He's such a beautiful, morally gray man, and like he's not just a book boyfriend. I would maybe even go as far as to say he's a book husband. He's just he's a delight and a half. And I love his character arc. I love what he goes through. I love how he evolves throughout the series, and I love how him and Charlie interact with each other and the world. And yeah.
You guys all know how I feel about a morally gray man.
Oh my goodness.
He wears a leather jacket, so I don't know if that sways you anymore, but it's pretty nice.
Miranda's like the all-around reader. Like, she'll read whatever you like put in front of her. Me, if it's got a tasty, tasty man in it, I'm game.
Fair. Super fair.
You know.
Yeah, Michael Kale is a treat and a half, but again, super biased.
Well, you know, I can be the tiebreaker in this situation.
Sounds good. Read it. Let me know. Let's go.
I got you.
Where can readers find you online, and how can they support your work the best for you?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I have a website where any copy that is purchased from my website or my TikTok shop, all of them come signed. And yeah, those are pretty much all of the places.
Yay.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to go probably buy one off of TikTok.
Right?
I wrap each one in brown paper and then stamp it with a gold wax seal. So it's pretty darn cute if I can toot my own horn.
I'm like
a
sucker for wax seals for some reason.
Me
we got
too.
a book yesterday, and she sent like one for a big giveaway we're doing, and then she sent one for me and Miranda, and it had a beautiful wax seal, and I'm like, I don't want to separate it from the paper, and I'm like pulling it out gently.
I had somebody who like cut around it and then they use it as a bookmark, and I was like, that is the cutest idea I've ever heard.
That is an awesome idea. Yeah, I love that.
Food for thought for next time.
I'll probably have to do that. Because I didn't know I was a sucker for wax seals until I got that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think I got a wedding invitation a few years ago with a wax seal, and I was like, this is it. This is the thing that brings me like immense joy. And like I just put it in my junk journal.
And it's just there, and you're probably not going to do anything with it ever again, but it's there, and they put it on there, and it made your heart happy.
So pretty. Yeah.
Yep. And that's all that matters. If it brings you joy,
yes,
that's all that matters.
Well, Michelle, thank you so much for coming on. As you guys can see, me and Miranda are totally like moving this quickly up our TBR list because we're intrigued. Like, yeah.
Well, thank you for having me.
Anytime. We're so excited. Don't forget to follow Michelle on Instagram and TikTok. Follow us to make sure that you're seeing all of her updates for when that third book comes out. Yeah. See you guys on the next one.
Thank you.